Thank you for staying tuned. We'll begin this segment from the currency market, and I'm being joined by a currency dealer with Access Bank, Bosun Obembe, from the FMDQ market space. Good morning, Bosun. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Chimize. Thank you for having me.
So how is the Naira trading today ahead of the MPC decision?
So yesterday, there was less activity in the market. So we saw a deposition in Naira by about 22 kobo. But today, we expect a reversal of that trend. Naira will still trade at the 360 level. So the market participants were actually expecting the outcome of the MPC meeting to they expect it to actually drive what will happen in the market. So we saw a transaction at the 360 level. The turnover, however, declined day on day by about $150 million. So it closed at about $84 million. Today we expect the turnover to increase, given that tomorrow there is a bond auction where DMO will open the 5, 10, and 30-year bonds. So we expect activities to pick up today.
Okay, so what are the likely ripple effects in the markets that would come out of this MPC meeting, considering the decisions? What are the likely ripple effects in the markets and, of course, the Nigerian economy?
So if you notice the last time CBN issued more was on the 9th of May. So and the market is bullish in the fixed income segment, and the market liquidity is about 260 billion naira. So OBB and overnight trade, despite the wholesale SMIS auction yesterday, was at 5% levels. Transaction was even done at 2%. So we expect the MPC to hold the policy. We expect them to maintain it, given the slight increase in the inflation rate. So we expect MPC to maintain the rate. However, we expect 107 billion in normal maturity on Thursday. So we expect CBN to actually come with a home auction on Thursday. So with that, we expect the market to be active, and we expect rate to still be at the sub-12 levels across all the maturities.
All right, thank you for your time, Bosun. Bosun Obembe is a currency dealer with Access Bank. And to the equities market, here is Temple Ashaju with update on how the market has kick-started the new trading day. Good morning once again, Temple. So what sentiment have you observed this morning? Is the market looking forward to the MPC decision?
Yes, the market is actually looking forward to the MPC decision somehow, one way or the other. But basically, the major mover in the market at this point is still MTN, rising further by some 10% or thereabouts. I looked at the board earlier; it was trading at 130 naira. Tells you that the bid on it, is constant. Just a couple of other companies are currently on bid. FCMB was on bid yesterday, and it looks like it's still on bid today, because that's one of the companies that had actually hits the floors in terms of prices, and so investors are considering that as a major company with fundamentals to see how they can turn over, their interest, their capital on FCMB. Fidelity Bank is also enjoying some good sentiment in the market, but look at the top trade chart of the market. MTN continues to outperform a whole lot of other companies. It's doing some 2 million plus right about now in the market in terms of the total volume of transaction we've seen so far on that counter. We also know that Dangote Cement has risen by some 0.52%, which is a plus for the industrial goods segment of the market, and that's about the only segment of the market that is currently positive, given the volume of transactions and the rise in the share price we've seen so far today. So generally, we've got the all-share index of the market positive at this point, 0.11%. Looks like it's going to close positive with the way things are going again, given the activities that we've seen around MTN. And today we know that brokers are expecting the stock exchange to now implement some kind of decision on MTN shares so they can make it available to broker-dealer community that have been trying to key into the purchase of that share since the listing some 4 sessions ago, because this is the 4th session after listing, and things really look very positive around MTN, but unavailable to a lot of investors or traders here in the market to buy as some kind of cross-dealing seems to be what has been pushing up the indices so far, Chimeze.
Now, how is the insurance sector doing at the moment, considering this latest development in that sector, the recapitalization mandate? At least this is the morning after.
Well, a couple of them are, a couple of the insurance stocks have been on offer for a while. You know that the insurance stocks in the market really didn't have so much space given their market cap, given the activity, the low level of activity around them. But with this sort of recapitalization demand coming from the regulators at this point, it's something that is going to kind of shoot up their performance in a way, because these are companies that will now be looking for possibly private equity investors, some trying to carry out some primary market issues in the system. And so I think some of them are currently going on offer. And so we're seeing some kind of bargain hunting on some of them. Again, before now, quite a number of them, saw their prices declining significantly, which now kind of gives room to traders and investors, to bargain on the share price and then see how they can now come in. Mansard is one example. It was trading at a high of 2 naira plus. Some weeks ago, it fell back to 1 naira 80 something kobo. So with this demand now coming from NICOM, the National Insurance Commission, and of course the fact that there's a 400% increment in the fully paid up share capital of non-life, or life insurance rather, as opposed to non-life that has 33%. We'll continue to see bargain hunting setting in on these companies, Chimeze.
All right, Temple, thank you. Well, 2 p.m. is the time for the announcement of the MPC decision, joint channels, television live at that time. On that note, we draw the curtain on today's edition of the program. Thank you for watching. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwago.